Okay, so this is going to be my second video, and now I'm going into nutrition. Nutrition is something that almost everybody overlooks. That is when they're beginning to maybe transform their body or just be healthy, in general. A lot of people think, go to the gym, I'll walk on the treadmill, I'll jog on the treadmill, work up a sweat, and then they leave and go eat McDonald's. And it boils down to, at the end of the day, you're not doing anything except stressing out your body, although working out and exercising is positive stress for your body, but you're not going to get anywhere. It's especially frustrating when you're not seeing results, and it all starts with nutrition. A lot of the top bodybuilders say, get your nutrition down first, and then start working out. And I agree with that. I myself, I didn't do that. I, kind of did it gradually, and my results were hindered by not having proper nutrition. But as soon as I got my nutrition down, I started getting very good results. So these are a couple of items I have on a regular basis, and I'm just going to run through and tell you why they're good, why they're not, what times to eat them, especially. That's a whole different video in itself, but let me quickly run down here. Basically, first thing, breakfast, you wake up, you want to get a lot of fast-absorbing protein into your body. Even for women, if you're trying to build muscle, you want protein. So I go with eggs. Eggs are very cheap. I go through about 6 dozen a week. So in the morning I'll have 6 hard-boiled eggs. I like them hard-boiled. And I just peel them, throw away 2 of the yolks, or 4 of the yolks, and have 1 yolk. And then I'll have oatmeal. Oatmeal is very hard to get used to. It kind of tastes like shit, but I find by adding 2 Splendas and a little bit of fat-free milk, I can get it down. And I tell you, the oatmeal really has leaned me out quite a bit because it's a complex carbohydrate, meaning that it doesn't get absorbed very fast into the body, whereas a lot of your white, simple carbohydrates do. And there's a time and a place for that, but it's not throughout the day like everybody thinks it is. So we got oatmeal and eggs. That's breakfast. Throughout the day, if you want a snack, a good snack is beans, or seeds. Beans, which I have in here. There's some fat-free beans. But seeds and nuts are very good. Everybody says, oh, fat, I'm afraid of the fat. Well, the fat's really not that bad because these are good fats. They're not gonna accumulate to your stomach unless you have an overabundance of them. So a handful of this is just soybeans, almonds, got some dried fruit in there. Take a handful of that and it'll kind of curb your appetite. Next we have tuna. Tuna is pretty disgusting. My cats like it, but I just choke it down because it's virtually 0 calories, good protein, and I'll have that in a pinch. I'll mix it up with a little fat-free mayonnaise, make a sandwich out of it, and that's it. As far as bread goes, white bread should not even be in your vocabulary anymore. White bread bloats you out like nothing else, and it's very high on the glycemic index, meaning that spikes your insulin. Your body can't deal with all that carbohydrate absorption, and it turns it into fat. So if you can stand rye bread is a good thing to help wean yourself off the white bread instead of going straight to a multi-grain, really hearty bread, which I happen to like. But once in a while I get rye bread as kind of like a cheap bread, Jewish rye bread. Next we have fruit snacks. Now here comes the time. Fruit snacks, basically I picked these because one package, 0 fat, very low sodium, 20 carbohydrates, and 11 grams of sugar. Now this is the only time you want sugar, and this time is after you work out. You want simple carbohydrates and simple sugar, because after you get done working out, your gut is the most vascular organ in your body. So after you get done working out, all the blood is gone. Excuse me. All the blood has gone right to your gut, and it can't operate. All the blood has left your gut and went to the muscles that you worked. That's why you get that nice pump, It's not in your gut, it's in the muscles trying to bring nutrients to and from the muscle. So, with that said, if you eat a large meal right after you work out, immediately after you work out, it's just going to sit in your stomach, you're going to feel crappy, and you're just going to want to sleep, and that's not really good. So what you want to do is then you have your protein powder. I have about 40 grams of protein, and I choke down a couple of bags of these, which equals out to be 60 carbohydrates, 30 sugar. And what that's going to do is it's going to spike my insulin when I want it to absorb this protein powder. So it's not really a meal, but in this world it is a meal. So the fruit snacks and protein powder go in. An hour later, you can have a real meal again, which would be turkey burgers, which are pretty much a staple here for me. Turkey burgers, I mean, one burger, they're really not that bad. A hamburger tastes much better because of all the fat. But a turkey burger, you can put your mustard on it, put your lettuce on it, and it really doesn't taste bad at all. High in protein, I put it on the George Foreman there, grill it up. Another thing I do is I like to pre-make all my meals. Usually on a day I don't have much homework, I'll make all my meals. And this right here is vegetables, chicken, and beans. And I'll have this with some kind of complex carbohydrate, either brown rice, barley I had tonight. And that way I have some left over. I don't cook one meal at a time. This will last me a couple of days. Another thing, for people that like to have quick food or on the go, you can buy canned fruits. I mean, don't be afraid of it, but what you want is right there, Splenda. You don't want the added sugar and all that shit, all the syrup they put in it. You want minimal sugar. I mean, it would be ideal if they could just peel the orange and put it in the can, but they have to add Splenda because, you know, some of the taste leaches out with the mechanical process of peeling the orange and whatnot. So this I'll have. I just want some quick fruit, and it really tastes good. You know? So just be aware of what you're eating, and you know, if you have any questions, you can ask me, and I'll be doing more of these videos. I know I'm not in any kind of athletic shape. I mean, I've made pretty good progress, but that's the thing. I'm steadily making progress, so I'm doing something right. And I got this shirt on for those of you who may accuse me of doing something. So if you can read that, I'm a proud natural athlete.